first and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Every team we ever talk.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes slant to Adams. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
First down.
He'll try and run for it with Bo. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
The score, Packers 15. Our home team 14.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
all
you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pick.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now here's Mahomes. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bailey now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 22.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Jackson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. And his His throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Jackson. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You think
Julio Jones all alone.
you ain't nothing!
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a deep...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
25.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.